sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right up. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit by him.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And the wide out in motion. And the slot man goes in motion left. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
We go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Andrew Billings getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. In motion, Hill. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Charles, we've got a second here to discuss Cincinnati as their offense works their way back out there. Marvin Lewis, many thought on the way out, but now a 2-year extension, and it's 2 straight years without them being in the playoffs after 5 straight in the playoffs. Were you surprised that Marvin Lewis was given the extension?
I actually was, because he was at the end of his contract, and I thought that that was a natural endpoint for he and the Bengals, especially since, as you framed it, back-to-back years without the playoffs, back-to-back years of 7 and 9. But getting the 2-year extension tells me they're ready to rebuild. Retool this team. They've got to get better in the offensive line. They've got to get better skill position players. The defense is going to undergo some more construction now. Got a new defensive coordinator coming in. So the coaching staff...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 32 that time. They'll send Green in motion left. First and 10 for Dalton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Room here to run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. In motion, Hill. And he motions the wide receiver. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vincent Ray coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. In motion, Hill. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as, that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. 23 yards on the play. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Second down, Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shreds the tackle. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Alex Erickson deep for Cincinnati. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the back goes into motion. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down following the incompletion. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 5. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll run it here with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
In motion left goes Green. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is caught. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. This is Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That goes for a gain of 31. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to us. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. D. Ford not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Flush to his right. And caught right side, Green. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A Bengal 1st down, Dalton hitting LaFell. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Flushed out right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Brandon LaFell, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down, Mahomes, and his pass incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
10 yards still left on second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. A.J. Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 59 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Hunt. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Dalton, 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the wideout in motion. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Hill running right through it. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And over the middle, it's LaFell. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Dalton dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And Dalton to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll send Green in motion left. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Green brings it in. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vincent Ray in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, you know, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Jordan Evans able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In motion, Hill. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
In motion, Hill. And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And it is incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check, Patriot.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll go down at the 28. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They run again with Hunt, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. 3, 19.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, You might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now he'll escape to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Detroit.
Mahomes going to throw it here. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
In motion, Hill.
39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
In motion, Hill.
No. Check. Patriot.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And the slot man goes in motion left. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And Wilson has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Detroit.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island. Single receiver.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Watch 14. Watch the slant. Check 4.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. It's do or die for Dalton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.